Bill Hemmer has spent nearly 3 decades reporting the world's most harrowing events, yet the one story he rarely tells is his own. Audiences know his calm, steady presence during national crises, but few understand the personal toll of a life built entirely around breaking news. For over a decade, speculation about his private life has swirled. Hemmer has quietly lived without a spouse, without children, and without explanation. Looking back, the reasons for his solitude reveal a life far more complex, and far more heartbreaking, than the public has ever known. Hemmer's passion for journalism began in his teens in Cincinnati, where he ran a small, student-led radio program. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't lucrative, and most kids his age had little interest. But for Hemmer, it was everything. Even at 16, he treated every broadcast as if the world were listening, staying late to refine scripts, edit notes, and rehearse. While his peers explored friendships, parties, and weekend adventures, he was already training himself for a career that would demand total commitment. That focus only deepened at Miami University, where every class, internship, and campus radio session revolved around media. While other students explored socially, Hemmer poured himself entirely into building a career. After graduation, he skipped the typical pause many young adults take and dove straight into television, starting as a sports reporter at WCPO-TV in Cincinnati. The job required long nights, weekends, and relentless deadlines, but he thrived. He loved the immediacy, the adrenaline, the challenge of narrating events as they unfolded. But even then, it became clear that personal time would always take a back seat. In 1995, at 30, Hemmer joined CNN, making the leap from regional to national news. Over the next decade, he covered hurricanes, political conventions, investigations, and some of the darkest moments in modern history. The 2000 Florida recount catapulted him into national attention, and by September 11, 2001, reporting from Afghanistan, he was experiencing firsthand the emotional weight and danger of global crises. While his career soared, his personal life quietly receded. Assignments meant leaving home without notice, traveling to the front lines of disasters, and reporting from places most people could never imagine. In 2005, Hemmer moved to Fox News, a professional triumph that also marked the subtle collapse of any remaining personal stability. His calm, composed delivery under pressure made him indispensable. As co-anchor of America's Newsroom with Dana Perino, he became the face of the network during breaking news. Yet the relentless demands, early mornings, late nights, holidays disrupted, sudden travel, meant there was little room for relationships or family life. Hemmer did try to maintain a personal relationship with Canadian model Dara Tomljanovic, who he dated for 8 years. But their lives operated on completely different schedules, and distance, missed holidays, and constant travel eventually fractured their relationship. By 2013, it ended quietly, without public explanation. The privacy Hemmer valued only fueled speculation. Colleagues and co-anchors like Sandra Smith, Megyn Kelly, and Dana Perino were repeatedly dragged into rumors, despite being married or strictly professional. Every denial seemed only to heighten the public's curiosity. The truth is simpler than tabloids imagined. Hemmer's life is one of extraordinary dedication to journalism. His days are long, unpredictable, and filled with responsibility. He has seen tragedy firsthand, reported from war zones, and navigated crises that would overwhelm most people. In such a life, there is little room for traditional relationships. By his mid-50s, a pattern was clear: his work, his purpose, and his service to the public had become his family. Outside the newsroom, Hemmer found other forms of fulfillment. He returned to Cincinnati for charitable work honoring his grandfather, supported veterans, and built lasting bonds with colleagues. These relationships, though unconventional, became his anchor. His dedication left him without a traditional family, but it also gave him a deep sense of purpose. Bill Hemmer's story isn't about scandal or mystery. It's about the sacrifices of a life lived in service to others, the choices demanded by relentless ambition, and the quiet acceptance of a path few could understand. Fulfillment, for him, came not from marriage or children but from the work he devoted himself to, and the lives he touched along the way.